Okay, that should. They'll make sure streaming fun. All right. So 73. What does 73 says?
Log base of 2.
Log base of 2.
And then x minus 6 plus log base of 2. X minus 4 minus log base of 2x equals 2.
Equal to 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So first of all, this is condensing. Do you know how to condense this? Log 2 what? Just make sure you combine to one log. What do you mean divide?
Like, I combined it into one log.
Yeah. So combine to one log. How do I combine here? I got something plus, I got something minus.
Base of 2, 6, x minus 6 times x minus 4 divided by x.
Oh, Mr. Yu, the board is off.
Aiden, did you do homework? No, I mean Bennett.
No. I did, but I left my notebook at home.
Okay, I'll text her. Okay, so that is going to be x minus 6 over x minus 6 times x minus 4 over x is equal to 2. Now this is the base, right? You can draw a heart. So that's going to be 2 to the 2 is equal to x minus 6 times x minus 4 over x. So that's a 4 equal to x minus 6 times x minus 4 over x. You have to get rid of the denominator, multiply both sides by x. So this one, expand them. So it's going to be minus 10x, I believe, plus 24. And that's going to be x squared minus 14x plus 24. And the x minus 12. And x minus 2, right? And the x is equal to 12. X is equal to 2. Now they both... one of them is extraneous. Can you tell me which one? One of them is extraneous. Can you tell me which one?
Me too.
Why?
Because 2 is, I don't know if the x, if you plug x in with x is -2, then it's supposed to be 0.
Yeah, so this one, plug it back in here, right? Is 2 minus 4 is -2. So log 2 of -2 is not defined. So therefore extraneous. This is the only answers. Very good question on the test. It's on the test. Yes. Huh?
75.
Sure, 75. 75 is really similar. So 75 is something that I did not teach, but doesn't mean you cannot do. So you can be combine the side of log, so it'll be log of 4x. Now technically, how do you get rid of log? You can, but the hard thing doesn't work here. So what you can do is second way, yes. Subtract log. You can't really subtract log. You can do 10 to the log 10 of x plus 4. That's just their inverse. 10 log 10 of 4x. So this will cancel out. So be x plus 4 equal to 4x. So be 3x equal to 4. X equal to 4 over 3. Or you can just cancel log on both sides, which is that's not the right way to look at it, but it's all right. Yeah.
I got the same answer, but I moved the log over to the other side, and then I did this.
So it'll be 10 to the 0 power is 1. What she says, she can do log of x plus 4 minus log of 4x equal to 0. Yeah, you can do that. So it'll be log x plus 4 over 4x equal to 0. Oh, so it'll be 10 to the 0 equal to x plus 4 over 4x, which is 10 to the 0 is 1. Yeah, I mean, you can. Either way, it's fine.
If it doesn't like specify, isn't the base always 10?
Yeah.
So if you do the hard method, right, and then you move the what's that called?
So it's 10 to the 0 power.
Right, because I put 10 to the log 4x, and I canceled 10 in the log, and I got 4x equals x plus 4. I still got the same answer.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a log base 10, so it'd be 10 to the 0 is 1. Yes?
Could you go over 47?
Sure. Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. I saw something like this on SAT yesterday. I was tutoring somebody. Not like this, but it's write down 3x to the 2x instead. Or 3x to the 2, but not. It's the other way. So it'd be 3 to the x, 3 to the x. And that's 2 and 1. But this one's 3x times 2. And this one, that's 3x. Now which one need to be negative? The bottom one, right? So that will be backfoil this. So I'm gonna solve for this. Three to the x equal to -2. That would never happen. This is why log cannot be negative. So 3 to the x does not equal to -2. Even you got negative power does not give you -2. And then now what you're gonna do is you can do here, so 3 to the first, no, log base 3 of 1 is equal to x. So 3 to which power is 1, so is 0. Or 3 to the 0 power is 1. Either way, yes.
Why for when you were factoring it, why did you put 2 3's?
Because this is a 3x times 2, so it'd be 2 times 3x. Oh, 3 to the x, sorry. 3 to the x. Charlotte, you got it?
No, like, so you put, when you factored the 3 2x, why'd you put 3x and 3x?
Because 3x times 3x is 3 to the 2x. They add. It's exponential. Yes?
Natural log both sides.
No. You cannot natural log both sides because it's argument situation and it's it doesn't work. It doesn't work. You cannot natural log to get rid of 3 to the 2x or 3 to the x. That's not possible. Hey, Robert. Did you do your homework, Robert? And you look at it. Don't knock over on pizza. And lunch. All right. Any other questions? I think Somebody asked me a good questions here. One other question somebody asked me was 4 to the x equal to 1 over square root 2. This one just to have a common base. If you realize that this is 2 to the 1/2 power, it's 2 to the 2x. Now you can convert to the top using negative exponent rule. So it'll be 2 to the 2x equal to 2 to the negative 1/2. And that's that. Emily, you asked me one other question. What did you ask me?
I asked about 51 and 63.
51. Okay, 51 is also a good question. It'd be natural log of x equal to 2. I'm going to show you two ways to do this. I like the second. I like the first way. Not the way I teach her, but I like the second way. That's why I choose to go over it. I can choose to ln to get rid of ln. ln is log e, right? So you can do e to the ln of x equal to e to the 2 like this. And that x equal to e to the 2. And that's my way of doing things. I told her is to change your natural log to log base e of x equal to 2. You can draw a heart, so it'll be e to the 2 is equal to x. Regardless which way it is, it's still going to give you the same answer. Got it? This should be an easy test, but some people always screw up logarithm. Be very, very careful with the details. Now we're going to talk about a couple of hard problems. Yesterday I was tutoring SAT. I see a lot of radioactive decay questions. We're going to talk about that. We're going to go back, revisit the compound interest questions, except this one's not on SAT. And we're going to talk about some logarithm hard problem. Okay, so let's first talk about this hard problem here. So 5 to the x minus 2 equal to 4 to the 2x plus 3. So first option is you see two different sides has exponential form. But the problem is what? They have what? The base no common base involved. Ian, pay attention. Like there's no common base involved. But still, the nice thing about what can you do here? What? No, 5 and 4 doesn't have a common base unless you have decimals. How do I move the exponent down? Well, which log I prefer? Natural log. So I can do natural log of 5 to the x minus 2 over natural log of 4 times 2x plus 3. So what happened is going to be put in the front, and there will still be like natural log 5. If I put it in the front, it's going to distributing, so it's going to be like this. So let's just bring the power down, and that is going to be the same thing. 2x plus 3, put it in the front, but I'm going to put the natural log of 4 in the front like this. Alright, it seems like they are same, that they're the same. One is dropped to the front, right? And now just distribute it. So here I'm solving for x because we wonder what x is. It just requires a little bit of work. So it'll be, I will prefer to distribute this, but I will not do ln phi x just because I don't understand what the argument is. So I will put x ln 5. Does that make sense? If I put it in the back, I thought it's ln of 5x. If I put it in the front, then I know it's x multiplied ln of 5. I can have less separations. Are you guys following me? Very important idea. Put in the front rather than put in the back. Because sometimes you think ln of 5x, that's just ln of 5 times ln of x. Yes.
5 being multiplied by x minus 2.
For which one? For the first one?
Yeah.
For the it's natural log of 5 multiplied by 2. So it'd be minus 2 natural log of 5. So I won't put it in the back because the u dot is natural log of 10, but it's actually 2 natural log 5. They are completely different thing. I put in the front rather than put in the back. And that's a very important idea for people to understand. So what happened with second one? This is natural log of 4. What happened with second one?
2x natural log.
Yeah, 2x natural log of 4 plus what?
3 natural log of 4.
There we go. Now I'm isolating this x. It's like the pig problem again. So I'm isolating this x. So what I'm going to do is x ln of 5 minus 2x ln of 4 is equal to, I'm moving this to the other side, so it'll be 3 ln of 4 plus 2 ln of 5. I can what? What can I do? If I have x on 2 separate terms, what can I do? Factor out. And now we'll solve it. Now this is a kind of difficult question just because the hardest part is actually this x put in the front rather than put in the back, because put in the back is completely different answer and it's the wrong answer. So understand what is the constant. It's very, very important. Now you put an x or whatever in the front, it's easier to separate them. Yan, did you copy down or just stand there? Because later on you're gonna tell me I don't get it. Well, you didn't copy down the notes and I really can help you. Now this question, I mean, I don't think pre-cal will test you, but I'm gonna test you just because. Why not? Okay, speaking of SAT, if you are interested, like I'm gonna have SAT classes outside of school, which is I'm gonna charge, but is it? I'm gonna guarantee you a result. So, but if you're interested, let me know. But that's gonna be outside of school. Questions? So unlike like what maybe Huntington or what other people do is I'm gonna guarantee a result. If I don't make a result, you don't have to pay. So A equal to, let's talk about this equation again. So 9% annual interest compound. Okay, so if I have $25,000 and with a 9% interest and compound monthly. And we say, hey, compound monthly. You guys know how to do that equation, right? Does it? Anybody know that equation? A equal to what? Can somebody recall that equation? P? What? R? Not to the T. NT, good. So do you guys have this equation memorized? It's on the test. It's on your SAT. Yes. Nathan? What do you mean you?
The year. 20 times.
Like, there's no use
For the question.
Problem.
Because it's 3 years and it's
It's in
You guys think what's the t value for the question?
T. Oh, what's the t value? That's exactly. Now this is different. Okay, so this question is different than before. I'm not asking how many years. I'm asking you if it's 9% interest, how many year would it become $500,000? $500,000. So how long it take to become $500,000? That seems like impossible, right? That seems like impossible. But it's possible with the correct interest.
What's the fraction?
What do you mean? What's what fraction?
What is the number next to your 25?
25,000. The number is 9% interest.
Oh.
So this is a 9% interest. Okay, so what we're gonna do is how long it take. How do you find out how long it take? Well, Lena, you're gonna have to speak up louder. I cannot hear you. I'm deaf. Like, you know how old Asian people they're deaf? I'm like one of those people. What'd you say?
Times of x, that's the well that we're trying to solve, and then plug back in with $500,000 estimating. Like,
Plug in 500,000 as a what? Yeah, that's great. So it'd be 5,000, and that is your future value, right? What's your initial value? 25,000. So it seems like this is a lot. It seems like it's impossible, but it is possible. And I'm gonna plug in everything. 1 plus 0.9 over 12 times 12t. Now we're gonna use we're not gonna use calculator yet, but we're gonna start isolating the parentheses. Usually the goal is isolate the parentheses. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have divided by 25,000 on both sides. Does that make sense? What is a what's a $500,000 divided by 25,000? 20, good. You guys are good at math. 1 plus 0.9 over 12 to the 12t. How do I solve for t? How do you bring it down? Natural log again, good. And this 12t in the front. I don't know if you see what I'm saying. So that's a natural log of 20 equal to 12t. Natural log. This one's going to be 1 plus 0.0075. Now, it'd be natural log of 20 divided by natural log of 1.0075 equal to 12t. Yeah.
Isn't it 0.9?
Yeah.
My bad. Missing a 0. Now I'm going to divide it both sides. I'm going to just have t equal to natural log of 20 over natural log 1.0075 and divided by 12. And that's your final answer. If I don't give you a calculator, that's your answer. If you give you a calculator, can you go type in a calculator and figure out how many years it take? So can you do that now? You have calculator now. Basically, you are solving for a variable this time. Can you tell me? What'd you guys get? Emerson, you don't have a calculator? End of 20 divided by 12. Yeah, what happened is you gotta put a parenthesis right here. The 12 and ln because they think about it's divided by 12, but times ln of 1.0075 is order operation. 33 is right. It takes 33 years, roughly. I don't know what exactly, 33.4. It takes 33.4 years.
Do you want us to round to like the hundredths place on the test, or does it matter?
10th place is fine. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a question. So how long would it take change $1,000 to $3,600 with 8% compound month quarterly? So how long would it take from $1,000 to $3,600 with 8% quarterly? And can you do it here? How many people still don't have a calculator? Cohen.
I ordered one this morning.
Okay. Austin.
My dad said he ordered it. I don't know.
Okay. Jade. I can get you one if you need. Here you can borrow one, but it's TI inspired. I don't know how to teach this one. But what I can do is I can start looking on the Facebook Marketplace to look up for some cheaper one. I found one for a lot cheaper, but you also you can get a prior model, which is Emerson have. That one can go down as about $30 to $40. So that'll be a lot cheaper, and you can use it for SAT as well. But yeah, if you still need help, just let me know. Don't feel afraid to talk to me. I'm fine. We'll find a way to help you to get a calculator. If like income's an issue, it doesn't really matter. Just we'll find a way. I think some parents told me says they can afford it. I say okay, I'll take care of that. Your iPhone calculator should be able to calculate this type of calculation. That's my that's my phone. How long it take? How long it take to make 36? 45 years?
I have to check because
Today's gonna be a bunch of word problems. You're gonna have to figure it out.
at 6 16 years actually. I just messed up the division.
I just feel like it should be a lot shorter.
Yeah, this 16.
16 years, because it's for 225,000 to go half min and 9%, it's only take 33 years.
Yeah, it should be much.
Yeah, it should be a lot less.
What?
Cohen, are you awake? You don't look awake. I'm about to like pour water on you.
Because you're looking. So whatever your answer is when you're done is T.
Cohen's now more
I got
into it.
16.
I calculate the distinction. You just do that. Period. So it should be.
What is it, industry? Yeah.
I'm not making it. I got it. I just found this one.
When you divide, you had to put a parenthesis on the bottom. Otherwise, the calculator recognizes, because decimal can automatically put on the bottom. With her calculator, it's gonna think about divide and times. So yeah.
You guys look at the division.
All right. We're gonna talk about one more thing: half-life. What is half-life? This is gonna be on your AP Chem. Anybody taking AP Chem right now? Okay. Half-life, you're gonna remember this equation. Half-life is it's continuous. It's not it's not like compound monthly. You don't become it's natural. It's naturally occurs. So it's in the Euler's number. So so the half-life for decay, exponential decay, especially chemical isotopes. So carbon-14, usually carbon, if you look at periodic table, has atomic mass of 12. You guys take chemistry, you should know it's 12. But there is a carbon-14. Carbon-14 has 2 extra proton inside the thing, or either proton or neutron. I think it's neutron. Sorry, it's neutron. 2 extra neutrons. Now they can decay, so that's called carbon-14. So usually carbon-12 is normal, right? Carbon-14 is an isotope, which is they will decay. And how long it will take it to decay? It's about 5,715 years. What does that mean? That means it takes 5,000. This is called half-life. It takes 5,715 years to become half. And you're like, oh, okay. So if I had start with a 10 gram, let me ask you a hypothetical question. If I start with 10 gram, what happened? Will it take how much carbon 14 will they left if I do, let's say it's 11,430 years, which is double of that. How many gram I have left? What? 11,430 years. What?
3.5.
3.5 is wrong. If I start at 10 gram, what?
Oh, you started 10, 2.5.
2.5. 2.5 is correct because after 5,730 years, the 10 gram become 5 gram. Does that make sense? And then another 5,730 years later, it becomes 2.5 gram. And then another 5,730 years, it comes to 1.25. It becomes half of the original state. Yes, Robert, and then Hanukkah.
So it can never get to 0?
Yes, technically. It will get very close to 0, but it's not going to be 0. It's always have something left. And that's how you detect, that's how archaeologists detect like dating, carbon dating. That's what I call it, carbon dating. They can detect like how many years is this dinosaur bone is. We detect the trace amount of carbon 14 left. And that's how you analyze how old the bone is. Annika? Okay, that's a great question. Okay, so how do you do this? So usually P equal to A equal to PERT. So, and if they told you half a year, let me give you some other one. I can give you different different half-life. I don't know if I have it here with the half-life chart. So every isotope has a different half-life chart. So I only need to give you 5,715 years to help you. You can find a constant. So what does that mean? And I don't even have to give you a starting amount. You can assume your own amount. It doesn't matter. So I can assume, says, well, what's good number? What's good number? Emerson, pick a number. 8. Okay, good. So it's 8 is a starting value. But it takes 5,715 years to become what? Half, which is what? 4. So you write down 4 on the other side. Does that make sense? And then E, K, or R, sorry, R in this case, we don't know what the R is, but we do know the year, 5,715 years. So I can change this, I can divide it by both sides by 8, so it'll be 1/2 equal to E to the 5,715 R, and I do natural log of 1/2 equal to 5,715 R, and R is equal to natural log half over 5,015. So we can actually find out the rate if I give you half-life years. I'll give you an example of this, and then I will finish it up. I know you have to go. But you can figure out how long it takes to become 10% of original value. So if it's 10% of original value, this becomes 0.1, and this is start with 1. E to the natural log of half times 5,715 times T. This is the 1 over 10. You can natural log both sides. And t is equal to two. Hi. Wait, they left it there? That's Jay. Why did Jay do that?
Jade isn't the only one that says thank you to me in the morning when I hold the door for everyone.
What?
I hold the door, come in the bathroom for everyone, and she's like the only one that says thank you. Nobody
Jay's
else
pretty sweet. He's a sweet girl. Hi. Did you do homework? What do you mean started?
Did not. You know, it'd be like that. I did not do all of it. But I did do.
Stay away from me, Maxine.
I will be executed. Everything like this.
Does it say I'm vegan?
No, it's just I'm not.
That's it.
Yeah. See, but like there's like two people wearing it, and I was like, okay, this is very good. I use it enough, you know.
So you are vegan then?
Yes.
He's not vegan. She's not vegan. She's a fake vegan.
I reveal myself to my ops. Like, do you like my Wi-Fi? I want to see it.
I am what?
No, not vegan.
I love it.
I think the Wi-Fi.
What? Wait, what did you say?
It took me very long to get the this. I was thinking all night.
That's actually pretty funny.
Wait, how is the English? You guys got an English class? She tells you? Oh, I think raising my class.
Menda, where were you?
Oh yeah. I went to bed at like 3 hours.
I like it.
Why there's no one here?
My phone, I'm scanning this one. Getting scanned on my.
We're so happy you guys are not here. Darn.
Yeah, we can always go to
Did you do your homework?
Prompted for town. Questions in like 53 minutes. I well, it's like oh, No. That's my definition. That's my operational definition.
You guys should be going over your homework. I'm gonna give you answers. Shh. Hush. For a second. Number 1 is E. Number 2 is E. Wait, is that the right one?
1 is E, 2 is what?
E. Number 3 is B. Actually, hold on a second.
We should be right. We should be B. Yeah, right.
Why do they write on C here? I don't
I
know.
think it's C is complete. Since it's someone that would like write the answer key for students.
But anyway, the answer is square root 2 over pi. Number 4, the answer is 36. This one we'll go over. A lot of people miss that one. Number 5 is 12.5. Number 6 is 12. Number 7 is pi square. Number 8 is from 1 to 2 and t is greater than 3. Number 9 is -5 over 2. Number 10 is 4. Number 11 is -3. Number 12 is -2 pi. Number 13 is 2 over 3 to 2. And number 14 is 1.2. Let me know any questions. Doug, did you do your homework? Good. Let me know which question. Come on. Because you've been slacking. After that 57, it's kind of disappointing.
It'll be done tomorrow. Because I'm taking my AP. How did they? Maybe if I thought about my donuts.
Huh?
Maybe if I think of my donuts, I'll go back to my donuts.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring donuts tomorrow. Not tomorrow. The day before the break.
Okay. I'll skip over the conversation.
What? All right, so shh. Which question? 8 and 9. Okay, let me see. 8 and 9. 8, it says a particle move along the x-axis. I like this question. Its position at any time t cube. So t to the cube minus 6t squared plus 9t plus 12. During what time is the speed of the particle increasing? That means speeding up. We talk about speeding up means what? We're talking about both.
You need to know about velocity and acceleration.
Velocity and acceleration. You have to do a number line. So s prime of t, which is the velocity, 3t to the square minus 12t plus 9. Take out 3. I'm going to get t squared minus 4t plus 3. So it's equal to 3 times t minus 3 and the t minus 1. Is that okay? So technically, I'll do a number line. And that's going to give you I'm start with 0, 1, and 3. T minus 3, t minus 1. Half is going to be negative, negative, positive. And 2 is going to be negative, positive, 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 negative.
Why do you include 0 there? Because
I just don't want to have a negative because t equal to positive. I'm going to take a second derivative. Is equal to what? 6t minus 12. T equal to 2. So same number line, but I do 2 here. Right? This one's negative, this positive. So when do you have same sign? If I draw the number line in scale, like they match down the top and the bottom, when do they have same sign?
obviously like 1 to 2,
Yep, so 1 to 2 here,
and
because they're both negative,
then greater than 3.
and greater than 3. Yep, this is positive. So greater than 3. So the answer is 1 to 2 and t greater than 3. Very good question.
So it's only like when it's speeding up is when the signs are the same?
Yeah.
And in order to find, you have to do both acceleration and velocity. Oh, okay.
What?
You have to do both acceleration and velocity.
Yep, you have to do. Now, if velocity is increasing, it's different. They say speed is increasing.
If it says velocity is increasing, you just do velocity.
You still have to do second derivative, but you're looking at the second derivative is positive.
Velocity increasing?
Yeah.
Wait, so for velocity increasing, I thought you take the derivative of velocity, so you get acceleration, and then you do the number line test. Is that
Yeah.
what you-
And then for acceleration increasing, do the third derivative?
That's too complicated. But I do like number 4 though. Number 4, a lot of people asked me yesterday. This one you have to do third derivative. Why? Well, you guys need to learn how to read. And yesterday I'm not saying you guys don't know how to read. I'm saying I don't know how to read either. Yesterday I was teaching SAT question. It was kind of embarrassing. But I got it wrong. It was so stupid. I mean, the question doesn't write that way, like ever. I think that the problem is people writing the question now it's become shittier and shittier, and it's just a bad. For me, it's a good question, but a bad question at the same time. It's just not nice. It says if you rental a bike, and first hour you're gonna pay $8, and every additional hour is gonna pay $4. Come up with an equation that h is the hour, and to represent this modeling. So what do you think is 8 plus 4h, right? But that's the wrong answer.
He's asking for the help.
Okay, what's the question?
It's told you the first hour you rent a bike is $8, and every additional hour is $4. So what will be the equation using h as the amount of hour to model the situations?
8 plus 4 is plus 8.
Second derivative property.
I think it's like h minus 1 to count for the first hour or something for and then you multiply by your
Oh, yeah, like
whatever the rate was. So you count for first hour, so you have to subtract the first hour.
So what is it?
8 plus 9, like in parentheses.
Isn't that just like 4 plus 4h?
4 plus 4h. Yeah. And that was a really it's a really tricky question. First of all, people are gonna think about the slope and the y-intercepts, and just 4h plus 8, but it's actually it doesn't count. If you do that, then your first hour is not really $8 because it would be $12 rather than $8. So those are things that I don't think they should put down SAT just because it tricks student like in a bad way because it has a lot of. I mean, it's a good question, but it's not. I don't think that they should do that on the SAT, but I don't know. But for me, like I thought it was, I just retake the one for October 2023, which is that's the one that is come out of, and there was like stupid question like this, like it like pissed me off, like what is square root of m squared equal to square root 64 squared, and what is m? I'm like, huh? Oh, I'm like, this is the question, and I'm like, what? And then x minus 4. There's like 4 equations with just simple lines, like how to graph x plus 4. And it was like, it takes 1 second. Or f of x, it was another question, f of x equal to x plus 4, and evaluate f 5. And I was like, yeah, I was about to strangle somebody. I was like, this is too easy. I think the SAT level is gone so low, it's ridiculous. Huh? No, that's beyond dumb. Like that's beyond dumb. You send a test to China, a 3rd grade student can do it. A 3rd grade student can be like, yeah, this is easy. American are stupid.
I think your 3rd grade students are different than normal 3rd grade students.
No, I'm talking about China. China 3rd grade students are the high school level. They are intense. They go to school until like 10 o'clock at night. Okay, next question. Question 4. This is the one that people don't understand. The maximum acceleration. The subject is acceleration. Is that okay? So that means you need to do second derivative. But the second thing they want to ask is maximum. That means I need to find out horizontal tangent of the acceleration. That means third derivative. Set third derivative equal to 0. You find out t is equal to 1 and plug it back into the acceleration equation. But you also have to plug in endpoint because you are looking for absolute maximum. So you don't know if it happened at the endpoint or the critical number. So you got to plug in 1 and you got to plug in 4, 3 and 0. And eventually you find out the maximum acceleration is 36.
Just plug it into the first acceleration.
Yeah, we're gonna plug in the acceleration, but you gotta plug in 3 different times. 0, 3, and 1. Because 1 is a critical number you got, because it could be maximum or minimum of the acceleration. So you gotta test all 3 value. A of 0 is 0, A of 3 is 36, A of 1 is gonna be -3. So you had to test all 3. So that's why the reason you had to find out what t equal to 1 here. But you can also do number line test knowing that's a minimum, so you don't not count t equal to 1, which is that's what she did.
Is that the same as asking the maximum in I forgot the I word for
Maximum is right. It is an absolute maximum.
No, no, it's after critical points there's another inflection. Yeah, inflection.
No, it's not asking for inflection point. It's asking for absolute maximum of acceleration. So you have to take account into the endpoint. Endpoint matter. Next question. Yes?
I don't really understand this one. So we plugged in 3 the endpoints into which equation here?
Into the acceleration equation, because your subject is acceleration. Maximum is the maximum of acceleration.
So you're doing the first derivative.
No, I'm not doing first derivative test. Yeah, I'm doing first derivative test on the acceleration.
So like when in doubt, we just take 3 derivatives.
No, not when in doubt. You gotta apply to the question. Every question can change. just like the bike rental one. It can change. You gotta learn to listen to the questions. You gotta answer the right questions.
You just find acceleration and look at maximum.
Right. But you have to take another derivative to find out the possible maximum and possible minimum. Because you are looking for horizontal tangent of the acceleration, which is you want to find out when derivative equal to 0, find out critical number of acceleration. That means you have to take one more derivative for acceleration to find a critical number. That's the number you should test. Remember I told you guys before, you got to do a table, you got to do an endpoint and also a critical number. Plug in to get output for the AP exam in order to get a credit. So technically, this one, you should plug in all the output. So T and A of T, you should plug in 0, 1, and 3. This is the endpoints. And this one you get 0, this one you get 36, and this one you get -3. But 36 is the maximum. Because 1 is the derivative equal to 0. Next question. Huh? Number 9, sure. When the acceleration of the particle at t equal to pi, just take a second derivative. The work is right there. You have to do chain rule. I think like there's something really frustrated me yesterday. I'm sorry, Sydney, I kind of blew out yesterday. I was kind of upset that kids doesn't know how to do chain rule. And the worst really pissed me off. Like Maddie coming to me is like, oh, I have to take a derivative. I'm like, did you do chain rule? What do you mean? Okay, so I think I'm not gonna go over this particular question. I'm gonna go over the other question. But sometimes I get frustrated. People doesn't know how to do chain rule. It's really frustrating. So this is the one question I pissed me off a lot. Is 2t plus sine of pi t. Okay, so x prime of t is equal to 2 plus. Now, there is an argument here. There is a bubbles. Bubbles. I'm going to say that again. Bubbles. Take a derivative sign. It's cosine of pi t times pi is in blue. Doesn't multiply inside the argument. Leave it outside. You know what? If you want to get better, put it in the front. Is that okay? And if you take a second derivative, guess what? This 2 is going to go away. Those are 2 bubbles. That's going to be negative sine of pi t. This pi is already there. So it'll be pi squared. Because pi times pi. But does it not multiply inside the argument? Some people multiply inside the argument. What the hell are you doing? I'm about to murder somebody when I see people did that. Argument don't touch. Whatever's inside, stay inside. It just multiply outside. Outside can accumulate as many pi as possible. You can do multiply by pi to the 10 if you take a 10 derivative. But the thing side never change. That's a basic chain rule. Please understand that. And then all you gotta do is plug in 3 over 2. So sine of 3 over 2 pi, negative pi squared. What is sine of 3 over 2? Pi. The answer is beautiful. Pi squared. How beautiful can it be? Kevin, you look at me like, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you understand chain rule, Kevin?
Yeah, I understand. Sine 3 pi. Let me draw that.
Oh, you don't know what sine of 3 over 2 pi? Oh, Lord.
Actually,
It's
still negative 1. Oh, right.
Wait, what? Like your other eye moves a little bit with it. It's like so like.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
0,
Yes,
pi over 2,
yes.
pi.
Negative 1 for sine.
Good
So,
job. Okay, let me ask you. I'm putting you on the spot. What is cosine of 0?
Cosine of 0 is 1.
Good. What is cosine of negative pi?
Cosine of negative pi. Cosine of negative pi is negative 1.
Good. Okay.
Sorry.
Eli, what's a cosine of 7 pi over 6?
Jeez. You have to look at my. She got the worst on the trick test.
You need to dye that hair back to black. Maybe you become smarter. That yellow hair is extracting your brain cell from your brain. Okay, next question. Any other questions? Going once, going twice.
Is it 12?
12, sure. What is 12?
4 cosine pi. 4
Oh, this is actually not a bad question. Okay, so they say acceleration first equal to 0. So I have to do what to the s of t? What do I have to do, Eli? What do I have to do? How many derivatives do I have to take? No, they say acceleration. Yes. So s prime t is equal to, again, chain rule. So what's the derivative of 4 cosine of pi over 2? T, sorry. It's a negative 4 sine of pi over 2t times what? But do they touch inside the argument? No, they do not. So that's going to be negative 2 pi sine of pi over 2t. I'm going to take a derivative again. Let's get acceleration. Again, you are not touching inside the argument. Is the hard part of not this worksheet. The hard part of this worksheet is the chain rule. If I take a derivative of this, it's going to be negative 2 pi times cosine of pi over 2t times pi over 2. And then when they first equal to 0, but this pi over 2 can cancel out because the other side is 0. So that means cosine of pi over 2t is equal to 0. When does cosine equal to 0? 1. Good. No. Yeah. Pi over 2. So pi over 2, t equal to pi over 2. So t is equal to 1. And they say, what is the velocity though? So they say velocity, you got to plug in 1 into here. So s prime of 1 equal to negative 4 times sine of pi over 2 times 1, which is 1 pi over 2. So it's equal to negative 2 pi. Negative pi squared, because the other side is equal to 0, I can divide by negative pi squared on both sides.
Or 2. So I was a little confused on like when to do double derivative or triple derivative and what to do after that.
What do you mean? If I take a velocity, subject is a velocity, right? So you gotta take a derivative. Got it? If you want to find out it's increasing or decreasing of that subject, I take another derivative to do a number line test looking for positive or negative. That's it.
If it's negative, negative, it's increasing. If it's positive, it's positive.
This question is not asking speed is increasing, it's asking velocity is increasing.
You want to like open the conceptual difference? No, I'm serious.
You'll figure it out. You can think about it. When is speed speed doesn't matter which direction I go. Velocity does matter.
Speed like for position. Position has no direction.
How speed is position?
I don't know.
Speed is like distance.
Okay. So when you want to find the velocity is increasing or decreasing, you only look at the acceleration number line test. You have to look at comparative velocity.
Not acceleration number. A second derivative of the position number line test. Yes.
So then if you want to look at speed, you have to look at both.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So then why is that one? Like for the root 3 and 2, the only way I would have gotten that is if I looked at my derivative. I did a number line test and derivative for
They say the best answer is 1 to square root 3.
yeah.
They say that's the best answer. They didn't say that's the only answer. It's actually 1 to infinite.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But they don't have infinite here. So there's not. It's the answer choice. They say the best answer.
I like concept.
Got it? Okay, and we're gonna go to the next worksheet. Next worksheet is pretty easy, right? You guys have a calculator? We're gonna do some calculator training today.
No,
Nathan, who's better, Ronaldo or Ronaldinho?
CR7 trash.
Or Ronaldinho?
You do realize it's a lie.
Yeah, but tomorrow it's not gonna be a white line.
You're gonna take a picture. That's like saying
This is beautiful.
it's just new color. Oh my god.
New color, I can show you red.
And the black time test was, why did everyone say that?
If he's on that.
I mean, you know the Asian kid of us, you're in chem class. He's like, we want my Asian. The tall one.
I was like, it's what there is. Yes, we were about schools, right?
Okay, I don't know where that question is, so I'll say.
You just control F and see.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
What color was the calculator?
Oh, that's the question. Okay, so number 1 is what? This is fairly easy. First 10 questions are very easy, just analyzing the graph. Number 1 is what? D. D is gonna be negative slope, negative, they all negative. So this is all negative here, is all decreasing. So the graph has to be all negative. So it's only D, yeah. The graph below shows a velocity particle around x-axis over 0 to 6. What's the maximum speed? 5, good. Using the graph, how many times does a particle change direction?
Twice.
How'd you get twice?
Because look all the way in the bottom.
No. This is a velocity graph.
Or that's like that. Kelly said it was 2, but I thought it was 1.
It's 1. It's at 3. No, she didn't tell you wrong. She told you right. I hear her word she told you yesterday. She says went from velocity went from positive to negative. That's only once. I hear what she say. I hear she yelling at you.
That was a different question. That was on the first worksheet.
Yeah, okay. According to the graph interval, what's the particle slowing down? Which time is the particle slowing down? 2 to 3 is correct. Because that has a negative slope, positive velocity. Right? According, how many times does acceleration not define? Acceleration not defined where? That means I'm taking derivative as a short term as it happened at 2 and 5. Those 2 times. Use a graph, the average acceleration between 2 to 5. 2 to 5, that's the slope of this one, so it'll be negative 2. At what time does particle graph first reach maximum speed? First reach maximum speed is going to be 5. That is the maximum speed. And according to this question, particle position furthest to the left. Which one's this one? This one's good. C is correct because this all traveling left, this traveling right. This is going to be your furthest left. Does that make sense?
Wait, explain.
This is a velocity graph. It's below x-axis, the particle traveling left. So the area under the curve is the displacement traveling left.
Yeah.
So I C is going to be the furthest left. And then start going to right.
Oh. Wait, can you just say that one more time? The bottom part, the first part of the thing.
Oh, okay. Like traveling along. You're going backwards.
Escúchame, por favor. I hear my particle going which direction? Left, right? But the area under the curve, this is how much did it go into the left? But it stopped. It turned around. Go become positive. So this point is your furthest left.
Oh, yeah. You're turning around.
You're turning around. You have changing velocity. You're changing directions, buddy. Maximum speed. B. According to the graph below, what time t is speeding up? What time is t speeding up? Where? There's 2 times that happen. A to B, C to D, because you have a negative slope, negative output. Positive slope, positive output. Yep, 2 times. A to B, C to D. I'm going to ask that. Speeding, decreasing. Speeding, decreasing is opposite.
So we're going right and then we're going left?
What?
No, because like you're saying T is over here, and we're going this way. So are we going like this? Or are we going like this? No, I'm serious. Because you said if C is farthest left, you're saying we're going like this,
Okay.
and then we're going right. And then you're saying if we're speeding up, wouldn't it be the
La
opposite?
leche. Aquí? See? Escalera or la leche? I don't know which way is which way.
No, I'm talking
Why
like
is there a curve in the first place?
speeding up and slow
No,
down.
I'm saying when he's talking about direction, the path
Oh.
he's going like this.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going
No, what are you talking about?
Dimension is
Yeah, the velocity
right.
No, alright.
Esquerda is right.
I don't know.
That's not.
Are you reading this like a normal graph?
And then you turn right.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, if we're going left and the velocity, you say you're not helping. That's what I said. I said we're starting from the right side.
It's a below x-axis. The velocity it means velocity is negative. Velocity is negative. You are traveling left. La leche or the escalator?
But you said velocity is negative. You're traveling left. Right, so that's your answer for A is wrong.
Right is the natural, yeah.
That means A is wrong. Because you said velocity.
I say C. I say
But
C.
you said traveling left is negative.
Travel. This is all traveling left.
Yeah, so wouldn't that mean it's like A farthest?
No, but you.
C is on the right.
Someone should model it.
C is just the axis, bro. C is just the axis.
Just think about it.
That's T is just the axis. Yeah, I can get where your axis. So you go left, and then positive is going right.
Yes.
No, we thought T was the origin. No, it's not. I thought T was a point. We were like,
T's the time.
Point.
T's the time.
It says T, look for what time, comma, T, comma.
So it gets faster from B. No. It gets faster from A to B and C to D. That one.
All right. Calculator court time.
There's more questions.
Yeah, I don't have time. We talk about calculate questions. I'm gonna show you how to do the first one.
Oh my God.
Shut the hell up. Escúchame. No me importa. I know how to speak only the things that matter to me. I know how to speak all the curse word too.
Do you like to demonstrate?
Huh?
Do you like to demonstrate?
We're not live streaming. Yeah, sure. What's in this room? Stay in this room. All right. Find the acceleration of the particle when t equal to 4. How do I use calculator? This is the only thing that you have to use calculator. So I'm going to show you how to do calculator. So I'm going to open up Google Chrome. And this is because I pay for this. So I can have access to the TI-84. Sign in.
You bought that?
Yeah, I bought that. So I can show you here. What? You still don't have calculator?
No, I have one. I just haven't.
You don't know how to use this one? Do you know how to use it? It's fine. You can use it. All right. Oh, by the way, if you guys need a SAT help, then I'm gonna open up class in the winter break. If you guys are interested, let me know.
You're taking graduating. Why would you be interested?
But it's I charge though, but it's not gonna be for expensive. It's gonna be, huh? It's gonna be way cheaper, and I will guarantee you a certain result. If you don't make that certain result, you don't have to pay.
Oh, that's too good.
I will tell you if you're interested. You let me know. I don't want to say it like in class time.
Yeah.
Depends on your score. Huh? I can guarantee you result lower it. I can guarantee lower your reading result. Huh? No. Okay, leave me alone. So, shh. How do I take a derivative in this calculator? This is kind of interesting. I don't need to know how to take a derivative of this. Obviously, you don't know how to take a derivative of natural log, even though you should. But let's type in this function into the y1. And I'm going to type in second e to the x. Oops, not e to the x. No, logarithm of x. So logarithm of x squared minus 3x plus 3. And then we're gonna type in this. Yeah. It doesn't work?
It's just not special.
Holy shit, that person cheated me. Are you sure?
It was dead when I had.
Can you have a charger? Oh no. When she showed me it's working. I got scammed. I'll give you money back.
You want to show?
I'll give you money back. No. No, I turned around while she was there. Wait, how come this one's not chargeable? It's chargeable. Wait, yesterday I give it to you. Oh, it's not charged. It's not charged.
It said, I mean, it had a full.
It had a 4?
It looked.
It's not full. It's not full. So let's charge it for a little bit. Okay, so you can use it for now. But yesterday I turned it on. It's on. So charge it first, or plug into the not in the computer because computer doesn't charge this calculator.
Okay.
So. But let me know if it doesn't work. I'll give you money back. It's okay. Okay. We can graph the derivative going down here. You're going down to the next one. Go to y2. Now you're going to click on the math. And you're going to click on n derivative. Math 8. Got it?
What was the first thing you worked?
So I graph the y1. Can you graph it now? And I go to y2. And I say, hey, that's do math 8. Do you see that? And you're going to take it to respect to x. And that's vars, window, function, y1. So I'm taking derivative of y1. I'm going to repeat that again. So how do I find y1 here? Because I'm taking derivative of the first one, right? So what I'm going to do is taking d to the dx, and I'm going to click variable, y variable, function, y1. And once you do that, that is going to give you derivative y1, x equal to x, always. And that's going to graph your second derivative. So you can graph both functions now. This function should look like this. Is your calculator not turning on? Huh? How do I get y1? I'm going to do that again. Escúchame. Vars, y vars, function, y1.
Then x equals what?
X equal to x. Nathan's ear is not too good. I have to speak Spanish to him.
X equals x. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Omar. Vars,
Yeah,
y vars, function, y1.
Wait, but it's saying I got invalid dimensions.
Second plus 712. You did something to your calculator.
Oh, I think
Are we in stats? Did you take stats this year?
Did I take stats?
Yeah. Oh, you don't know how to read, so.
Do I mean, how can I? Do you think I take stats this year?
You can.
Wait, window.
No, second plus 712. Just reset your calculator. I don't know idea what you do.
712. Look, where I can do this thing.
I swear.
Oh,
People don't know how to listen. Okay,
I did it right. I got the
come here. Second plus 712. Just reset the whole calculator.
Why?
Do it
Wait,
again.
wait, what if I lose my progress?
I don't care.
Wait, no, Mr. I was saving.
See, how do you change your dimension?
Dude, I was playing.
Window. Zoom standard.
What was it?
That's 10 by 10 window. Ooh, thank you.
Oh,
Are you like,
Function, no.
how did you get D over DX?
Math 9. Teresa, charge on a plug. So don't charge through the computer. Charge it on a plug, and then make it full. Then you use it. And if you still have problems, just give it back. Take care of that.
Yeah.
This is so whack.
Too bad. I just reset the whole thing.
I know I tried looking up and it was gone. Mr. Are we playing poker again in this class?
Okay, can you focus on this? Got it, guys. Did you do it? How do I answer for 1? So here, I want to find out acceleration particle at 1. I'm gonna show you a trick. The trick is going here, right? Now I'm gonna teach you how to use vars button again. Vars. Y vars function. Now I'm gonna go to Y2. Now they can evaluation, just plug in 4 like this, and you press enter. That's gonna be 0.714. That means you plug in 4 into Y1, Y2. So therefore, you can say find acceleration of particle equal to t equal to 4. That's 0.714. Do you know how to do that now? I'm gonna teach you a second way. Escúchame. Aquí. I is here. How do I say I is here? Huh? What? How to say I is here? Mírame, por favor. Mírame. Okay, there's a second way to do it. Do you see the question? It says particle speeding up or slowing down. What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to compare 2 things, right? How do I do 2 things at once? I'm going to show you. Second, table. Now, this one is table ask. So let's go back to table set. Let's go to, yeah, we can use ask or we can use auto. We can use auto here and just generate as 1 because that's changing 1. If you do second table here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see that? 0.7143. I get 2 values at 1 time. They both positive. Are they speeding up or slowing down?
Speeding up.
Speeding up. See they both positive? You get 2 values at once. So Windows even better. Now, sometimes if I want a 4.5, then I'm going to go to second table set. I'm going to change the input to ask. And I'm going to go to table, and I can ask any value. Let's say 4.5. I can get both values. No. No. But I gotta teach you how to use calculator. Yeah, but I don't know how. Does anybody know how to? Okay, so if you're interested about SAT, talk to me in private because I don't want it to get into conflict of interest. But and I'll tell you the structure of the SAT price.
How long is it?
Huh?
How long is it?
It's gonna start at winter break, and also you had to register for your March SAT, and you wanna make sure that that you get a result.
You like ever get like class overfilled? Like you have too many students?
No,
I was gonna say like
actually, the class that he was in was kind of full.
if you need someone like to act like an
8 people, yeah.
secondary tutor, if you need a secondary tutor, I got you.
Okay.
790 on that. Probably not.
That's weak.
Week? Didn't you like miss a math one that was super easy too?
That's true.
790 for you too. Same level, Mr. Wade. I feel bad.
Huh?
What was your English score again?
What's my English score? 430.
Woo!
But I just come to the United States for 2 years, so. Huh?
I can teach reading.
You can teach reading? I have student knows how to teach. And also, I might be doing collaboration with that girl, lady, that Julia. Her name. Clap.
I'll be interested.
You are? Okay. Let me know. Huh?
So I could do something to train in the. So just not do math.
Oh, okay. Well, what's your score right now?
In math, it's 580.
580? Okay. I'll talk to you in other time. Come after school, talk to me. Yeah. Bye. Okay.
On the homework, like 2 questions were didn't.
Means you did something wrong.
What should I think one of them was like
Did you do the homework the day before?
I'm doing that right now. I didn't finish it, but I'm like halfway there.
You need to know how to do Riemann sum because there's a lot of Riemann sum on the test.
I do know left and right. I need to master trapezoids. I think it's like number 2 or 3. Yeah.
We're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over it.
One of them was like, it was just like anything positive in 2. Then it was like put a boundary above.
Yeah, we're gonna go over it.
Yeah, I did the number line for those. Yeah. You need the number 8, because like I thought you were going to use the acceleration.
Yeah, my number 8 it also.
Yeah, I thought you.
Yeah, Anderson, why aren't you going to college?
Yeah, I didn't want to like.
What happened?
We have like a Discord study group and we like do like a call and homework. And Anderson left us hanging yesterday.
This is like I'm too good for y'all.
Yeah, I think Aiden might be smarter than you now.
I was like,
We also, hey man, arcade was all free for you to join. Are you gonna me?
Grab a chair from there. Pull it from there.
I'll know how you did number 8.
That one has extra.
Please. Because when you do the number line test, your zeros are 1 and 3.
yeah, I know that.
You get positive, negative, positive.
But isn't it asking for this speed of increasing? So isn't that like really isn't that accelerating? Aren't you supposed to take the second derivative first? Yeah, and then but then like that answers not right. And I was like, oh, man, I guess the first one
Take it.
that's asking for the second speed. The speed is increasing.
During what time the speed is more?
Yeah, it's asking for when velocity is increasing. But like when you do it, like when you do it, you don't get the answer.
Right then, I don't believe
What's going on there?
Seahawks. Like a 4-game
Seahawks suck.
Wesley, congratulations.
I was like jumping up and down. And I was like, oh my gosh, how did they win? Yeah, because like if you take the second derivative, it should have been like already created with it's just not there. So like I that's probably
All right. Shh.
Yeah. If you're moving, you need accelerate the same way. Accelerate the other direction.
All right. So, I'm gonna give you answer for the first one. The first one's kind of difficult, so the first one, there you go. The answers. The answer for number 1 is t equal to 2, t equal to 4. Answer for number 2. The best answer is between 1 to square root 3. We're gonna talk about that one. Number 3, square root 2 over pi. Because it's talking about average velocity. Number 4 is 36. A lot of people have question about this. Number 5, 12.5. Number 6 is 12. Average velocity is changing velocity over changing time. Yo, you still doing the homework?
I was gonna do it today, but people that usually send it to me didn't see my message, so I couldn't get it.
You know what? Just I need to figure out how to add him back in. How do I add him? Yeah, I'll hold on a second. You have it right now? All right, so number 7 is pi square. I like number 7. That's a good question. Because that's a chain rule. A lot of people suck at chain rule. Number 8 is b. Is 1 to 2 and t is greater than 3. We're going to talk about that one. Number 9 is negative 5 over 2. This is all derivative. This is the review. Number 10 is going to be 4. Number 11 is going to be negative 3. Number 12 is going to be negative 2 pi. Number 13 is 2 over 3. T is less than 2. Number 14 is 1.2. Let me know which question you need help. Two and 8. Okay, let's go to 2 and 8.
Yeah.
only my didn't check right now. Please stop, please. I don't think I said to me, I didn't remember my book was I don't think I checked one out. But then I told him I read the PDF online. This.
It's a test.
Yep. You ready?
Yeah, he says he
All right, so number 2, Josh, that's number 2. Okay, we're gonna start with number 2. I need to know the questions though, so I'm gonna go to number 2 questions. Number 2. Okay, so I'm gonna start with number 2 and number 8 because they have very good correlation to each other. I'm gonna start with number 8 rather than number 2. So number 8. By the way, in the winter break, I'm gonna be bored. So I'm gonna open up more SAT class outside of school, so it's nothing to do with school. So yeah, it's gonna be for like a lot cheaper than whatever outside is going to be, like Huntington or whatever. It's gonna be in groups, so it's gonna be on Zoom. The result is I can guarantee lower your result on reading. I can teach you how to lower. If you only pay me for that, be my guest. The math, I'm gonna guarantee you a result. If you don't meet the result, you don't have to pay. And it's donations. So, but it's like, this is how I probably expect you would donate this part, but you can donate me. If you don't have to pay me, you don't have to pay me. You don't want to pay me, you say I'm poor, I don't want to pay, that's fine. So, but I'll let you know. But if you can afford it, that's just the way it is. If you cannot afford it, that's just the way it is. I'm gonna be okay with it. I think Lucas, I think I helped Lucas for a couple sections, and I didn't ask him to pay me, but he ended up paying me, so I'm okay with if people pay or don't pay. Doesn't matter. So, but I need you to register for March SAT to take it, and to see if your result is meet. If your result doesn't meet, then you should not pay me at all. So don't pay me until March results show. So this is probably the only thing that. But math, only math, not reading. I cannot do anything with reading. Sorry. Reading, I might collaborate with another teacher, which is the last time, the substitute here. She said she might be able to. She's work at Huntington, and we might be able to work something out with her, but I don't know yet. So I need to call her and let her know. So that's the reading help I can ask her. But reading, you have to pay her though, because I mean, whatever. Because she will work for money. She's not like me. So that's SAT helps. Also, what happened? Okay, so question 8. Question 8, xt is equal to t to the 3 minus 6t squared plus 9t plus 12. Now, why do I talk about this question? Because I like this question a lot. We see similar question before, but the way we see it before is when is increasing and concave up. Similar type of question, increasing concave up, basically same idea. You take the first derivative, which is your precision, 3t squared minus 12t plus 9, and you take out 3, so it'll be t squared minus 4t plus 3, and that's going to be t plus t minus 3, and t minus 1. And x prime of t is equal to this array, that's equal to velocity of t. Okay, so 1, 3, t minus 3, t minus 1. And I'm only start with 0, so it's negative, negative. 2, I'm a negative, positive, 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 negative, positive. So that's going to be positive velocity. But you want it to have compare with the second one. The second is derivative, so I'm going to take a second derivative. X double prime of t is equal to 60 minus 12. So that is going to be 1. No, it's going to be 2. Now, you realize I aligned the number the same way. Just 2 is right here. I just aligned it right here. So that makes me help easier to see things, right? So this one's going to be negative. This one's positive because I got 60 minus 12. Now, I'm comparing whatever sign is same sign. So if you look at the first region, from 0 to 1, I have positive, I have negative. I don't have I have an opposite sign, so that means I'm slowing down. But if you look at second region, it's minus, minus between here to here. That is 1 to 2. That is the one that have same sign. Also, from 2 to 3 is this one's going to be negative, this one's positive, so it's not the same sign, so it's not speeding up. So only 3 and above. Does that make sense? Yep.
So if it's saying, when does the velocity increase? Is that the only time when you use the first number line test?
Okay, so this is not the same question. This speed is increasing. Speed increasing. Speed you compare both velocity and acceleration. If just the velocity is increasing, you just look at the accelerations as a positive. So let's go back to your the second questions, right? The second question is gonna be here. So second question says the velocity of particle. So think about what's a subject every time when I look at this. So now I'm teaching you how to read a math problem. See, reading, improving your reading score. I'm just kidding. The subject here is speed. So if I ask speed, then I must ask you to compare acceleration and velocity. Now, if you look at the previous question, I'm asking you velocity. Then the subject is a velocity. So you don't have to compare velocity and acceleration. You just have to compare the velocity, the particle increasing. Increasing, just take another derivative and do a number line test. So if I take another derivative, that's going to give you a 12t squared. And if you factor out t equal to plus minus 1, I just do between less than 1 or greater than 1. And I see I'm looking for the positive. So it's between 1 to infinite. But the problem, the best answer is going to be 1 to square root 3 because I'm only looking at increasing velocity. I'm not looking at anything else. So this worksheet basically is all derivative. It's not, there's no integration involved, but this review of kinematic. So what is the subject, right? And that's another question. It's like this one, number 4. What is the subject here? The subject is actually not maximum. What is the subject? Is the main subject is the maximum. This is kind of supporting the maximum acceleration. So we are looking for acceleration. The whole goal is looking for acceleration. So if you take a second derivative, that's going to get acceleration, but that's not going to find you maximum acceleration. So if you want to find the maximum acceleration, guess what? You have to compare the endpoints. You have to compare 0 and 3 because your endpoint could be higher acceleration. Now, also you have to take account into the third derivative. Why third derivative? Because acceleration is second derivative. If you want to find the maximum of a function, you have to find critical number. So I will take a third derivative set equal to 0, t equal to 1. Once I get t equal to 1, I'm going to say, okay, I can plug in 1 into the acceleration function, compare with the 0 and 3. And obviously, a of 3 went out is 36. And therefore, the answer is 36 rather than any other questions. Yes, Grace?
You did a chart.
You can do a chart. So what happened? You do a chart that by 1, right? You're going to be negative, positive, but you have to do it on the derivative after the acceleration, right? So you got decreasing and increasing. So that means that 1 is a absolute, it's a relative minimum, but relative, they're not looking for relative minimum, they're looking for maximum. So t equal to 1 is automatic rule out. Yes.
Where did you get the root 3 from again?
What?
On 2.
Question 2. Root 3 is just, that's the best answer. They say the best answer on the side. It's 1 to infinite.
Why is that better than C?
Why is that better than C? Because the 1 is, it starts at 1, but if it's just greater than root 3, that's not take account into 1 to root 3, which is root 3 is about 1.7. 1 to 1.7 is still increasing.
But it would still be increasing after 3.
Yeah, but this is a better answer than this one because it starts at 1 and not start at root 3. Yes, Ria?
Why are you taking like the derivative of velocity?
Which
Or
one?
For 2, if you're taking
Because your subject is velocity. Now, if you want to know a function's increasing and decreasing, you take another derivative to see they're increasing or decreasing. If I want to know the function's increasing or decreasing, do I take a derivative? Right? So same thing. The subject's a velocity. And then we take a first derivative, that's a velocity. But if we want to find increasing or decreasing, and we take another derivative to find out are they positive or negative. Now, in this case, we not compare acceleration velocity. We don't have to have the same sign. Because in this case, direction doesn't matter. The other one, direction mattered. Next questions? Yes, Nor? Nor asked me a question. I never hear Nor ask me a question. That's so cool. All right, 14. 14 says t equal to 2, right? Acceleration. This is the velocity function. We talked about yesterday. The average acceleration is the difference of v over difference of time. Now, they want to add 2, so you pick a value before and after. So you take 11 minus 9.8 over 2.5 minus 1. Then you're going to get 1.2. Feet per second squared, though. Because you want to add 2.
How do you know that's 2.5?
What?
On the thing, you weren't given the 2.5.
Oh, my fault. I don't know. It's only an answer she has it. Sorry. So this is a bad question. Because they're missing some information there.
That makes sense. I got like 1.5.
That's fine. Sorry about it. That's a mistake. See, this one's a velocity is decreasing, then you just take another derivative after velocity, and you take another derivative.
Yeah, that's kind of a mistake. I never did that.
Yeah, you have to, because if you want to know increasing or decreasing of something, you have to take one more derivative to see a number line test. Tyler, did you do homework? Can I see it? Come here. I only need to check Joshua's homework, and I only need to check Tyler's homework. Brady usually does homework. Wait, what's Tanner? Oh, sorry.
I didn't do it all right, but
That's okay. It's fine. As long as you do it, it's fine. That's good.
Oh, yeah.
I need to check Ryan's homework. But Ryan's not entirely his fault.
I have a 2 T. Yeah. I don't know.
I got square or pi squared cosine pi over 2t.
Yeah, it's because they're missing a value here. It's not because of anything else. Okay, another thing is I'm surprised at tutoring I saw a lot of people don't know how to do chain rule, which is really frustrating, which is number 7. Did you get number 7 right? Who's got number 7 right? Who got number 7 wrong? Okay, Grace. Okay, chain rule. There you go. So number 7, I'm gonna say that again. Number 7 is x of t is equal to 2t plus sine of pi t's, like this. Now, if I were to take a derivative, that would be v of t, right? So that's 2. Now remember, there is an argument here. A lot of people got confused with the argument. I'm going to circle them. If you have any question, chain rule. That's the outside derivative. This is the inside derivative. Guess what? It's going to be cosine of pi t. Cosine of pi t like this, right? Now I'm going to take a derivative inside, which is pi, but I don't want to put it behind. I'm going to put it in the front. Because if you put it in behind, people thought that pi and pi t can multiply together. That's not true. This arguments belong to this one. This pi is not inside the argument. So it's better to put pi right here. So that's equal to 2 plus pi cosine of pi t. I usually put the inner derivative put in the front so it don't confuse with the argument. Is that okay? Now I'm going to take another derivative, a of t. If I take a derivative 2, again, that is going to be gone. So again, those 2 layers, take a derivative of the cosine of negative sine of pi t. And then this is a pi squared. Why pi squared? Because pi is multiplied together. So t equal to, I don't know, what do you want? T equal to 3 over 2? Yeah, t equal to 3 over 2, so it's going to be negative pi squared sine of 3 pi over 2, which is equal to negative 1, so it's equal to pi squared. Beautiful answer. Any questions? Yes? 12. Same thing.
I got to the last, the cosines of pi over 2 t, and I don't know how to answer.
You got to this part here?
Yeah.
So you divide by both sides by negative pi squared?
Yeah.
And then cosine pi squared t. So think about when the cosine is equal to 0. When does cosine equal to 0? First equal to 0 on unit circle. Good. So you said equal to pi over 2. So this part is equal to pi over 2. So pi over 2 t is equal to pi over 2. Now without a cosine. Get rid of cosine because cosine when they equal to 0 is that. T equal to 1. Now I'm going to plug in 1 into the velocity function.
I didn't specify.
Average velocity, that's easy. I don't take a derivative. I just plug in. It's the difference between positions. So I plug in S of v. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I took derivative and then I.
That's average acceleration.
You get me right? And then the VP,
So you have to identify it.
it should say like average. No, it's not average.
How many of you guys have TI Inspire in this room? Oh shit. Okay, all you guys have TI Inspire over there?
Well, I don't have a list.
All right, I gotta figure out how to teach you guys. Maybe all the TI Inspire need to be in one group. And what kind of calculator you have? Inspire? And all you guys have Inspire? Tanner, Tyler, all the white people?
Yeah.
Okay. And everybody else? Sean have TI Inspire? Okay. All right, so we gotta figure out how that works.
Average velocity.
No, but we're gonna start to introduce you calculator ideas.
And we like usually know that. Like usually know that.
Yeah, usually
Okay. So you
average velocity. And you use velocity.
Okay, so shh. This first question I got D. Is that okay? Because they are decreasing, because this is a position function, this is not velocity function. They are going down. The slope is always negative. So the only one that's all below x-axis is D. Next one, when does reach maximum speed? Maximum speed is happen at 5 because that has the highest speed, even though it's the most negative. Is that okay? Number 3, how many times does it reach change direction? How many times? 1, because they cross the x-axis only once. Interval particle slowing down. When does it slow down? It happened once. 0 to 2? No.
2 to 3.
2 to 3, because you have a negative slope and positive function. Positive.
Can
You okay here? Number 5. Acceleration not defined only happen twice. Because this is not differentiable, this is not differentiable. 6, between 2 to 5. 5 is 2.
Wait, where is it not differentiable?
that last part.
Because at 2 and at 5. Because if you take a derivative from the left, that's not equal derivative to the right.
Oh.
And same thing as 2. It's a sharp turn. Number 6, acceleration, average acceleration during the time. So, that's between 2 to 5, which is the slope is actually negative 2. First reach maximum speed is at 5. Okay, number 8, 9, 10. Furthest to the left, a lot of people, I spent like so much time arguing with Nathan last period. But, what you guys think? C is correct. C is right. This is Tyler. He's running left the whole time because of below x-axis. So Tyler is running on the left. So after you get to C, Tyler decided to turn around and run in positive direction. He had different speed, but he's returning. So, but this is the area here, like this chunk of area from here to here, is how much displacement that he's traveling left. Is that okay? Because that's the area in the curve, but that displacement is that area between the x-axis. That's how much he's running toward left. After that, he's running to the right. Got it? Okay. Maximum speed is at B for number 9. Number 10. Number 10, what do you guys think the answer is? E is right. It's A to B because you have negative slope and negative output. So they both negative. So it's speeding up. This part here, C to D, is also another one speeding up. Slowing down is just the other ways from B to C and D to E. So I don't know. B to C, D to E is A. So 11's A. B to C, what did I say? B to C. B to C is slowing down. So moving left. So it's ABC at a constant speed, no, a decreasing speed. So answer is B for 12. When does T change in reverse direction is at D. And this, it should not be hard, just, yeah, this is the actual AP exam question. You guys got to finish this today. I don't have this time to go over it, but you guys gonna finish the rest of them here. They're not hard, they're just reading more rather than AP exam. You gotta learn how to read. Now lastly, let's talk about this one. So let's form a table for the TI Inspire table. So move to the front here, grab those two shell. If you have TI 84, now anybody have no calculators? What? What kind of calculator you have? Don't tell me scientific. That's all you. Huh? Casio? It's okay. That thing's more than 10 years old. That thing's like 35 years old. Oh my. Let me see that.
I think I'm gonna get a oh no, it's just on my way. It sucks though.
This is before my. How old is your mom? She's older than me, right? This is hers, right? How old is your dad? 41. 49, yeah, that's his calculator. It's lasting though. That thing lasts for like 30 years. It's still fun.
Is it a graphics card?
It could be fun. I don't know how to use that though. All right, so shh. It's fine. It's fine. Use it the same way. Okay. Except I don't know if you're updated or not updated, but we're gonna talk about that. All right, so shh. Let's look at the first part of the question. Can you guys see the question or no? Should I airdrop to you? Airdrop random people. Anderson. Kenko.
Like shuts off every 10 minutes.
What is that?
You have like an emoji.
Oh, I think it's for context. They did, yeah.
I don't know how to do that. I didn't do that. Who did that shit? I'm not emoji type of person. I hate emojis. I don't know how to enter emoji. That's how bad it is.
Bottom right.
I do have emoji. When did that come up? I'm Gen X. We don't use emoji.
You good, Mr.
All right. Anyway, you can take a picture of this too. All right. So let's graph this. Okay. Do you guys know how to graph? So all the Inspire put in one group. Let's put two groups. Wait, Jordan, what do you have?
84.
Giovanna? Okay, there's more Inspire kids in this room. Okay, fine. Let me see what I can do. Um,
Yo, could you send in the Discord? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, right.
Dude, bro, it's fire, bro. I don't have to. Trust me, I didn't eat it before this.
You haven't. No?
Getting flame on the comment score, bro. Dude, they call me their last resident. What is this, bro? What is this? Bro, why is this tree all this year? Yo, how did they get these pictures here?
I missed it.
Anderson. Yo, how did you get those pictures?
Where they all hide?
Bro, what the? How did they get pictures?
all right, so so obviously, how do I bookmark this?
Star.
Where?
At the end of the search bar. Nope.
You're right.
You go back to the thing.
The star in
On the end of the URL.
What?
Like, on the. Right.
Somebody to come here, come use this. Here.
this thing.
Oh. Okay. All right, so let me see if I have two calculator open up. Wait, this is one calculator. Wait, how do I access my bookmark though? Oh, I have two. Okay, so TI-84. So sign in. Wait, shit. I have to open two account. All right, this is a TI-84. And I'm gonna open another tab. Oops, not tab. How do I open new window? Okay, new window. And the bookmark TI Inspire. Okay. Sign in. Create a new document. Okay. So first of all, I'm gonna go into graph this. I'm gonna start with TI-84. I'm gonna go to this function. Okay, TI-84, if you don't know how to reset your calculator, is second plus 712. If anytime in doubt, you can reset your calculator. You can write down second plus 712. Second plus 712. Everything go to factory setting. Okay? So we're gonna go to y equal to. According to the question, what am I gonna do? According to the question, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at this question. I'm gonna type in velocity equation. I'm gonna say natural log of x squared minus 3t minus 3x plus 3. You guys did that. Now I'm gonna click graphing, and this part is that okay? Now I'm not very good at TI Inspire, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna say add graph, and I'm gonna graph. This is so small. Okay, whatever. ln is right here. I have to do control ln of, was it x squared minus 3x minus 3x and plus 3. And I'm gonna click, I'm gonna press enter, I think, and they will give you some graph. Is that okay? Did both of you guys come out with the graph?
Yeah.
Even Inspire? Okay.
Hey, you could have figured this. Dude, how do you graph it?
I paid it all. Got it.
Press next.
I think you're like.
Like out the equation. Like, what do I press?
Don't use t, use x squared. Use the x. Alright, so shh. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna graph the derivative. So for TI Inspire, TI-84, I'm gonna go down. Here, I'm gonna go graph the derivative. Now, Izzy, I don't know what your calculator is gonna show, but it's gonna be math 9, oh no, math 8, because that's n derivative. X, like this. Okay, always d to the dx. I don't know what you're showing there, over there, Izzy. You might have to show me your calculator. Does it show up like this?
How do I graph it?
Okay, you don't know how to graph this? Just go to y equal to graph this. Okay, so this part is tricky. Okay, pay attention to me. I want to graph the derivative of y1. So this is a derivative, right? So how do I do that? I'm going to go vars, y vars, function y1. I'm going to say that again. I'm going to go click this button, says var. Do you see that? Move to the right, press enter, and y1, and then x equal to x, and you graph. You should graph the red line. Do you see that? Now for TI here, I don't know how to graph. So TI, I am gonna go to a tab, I think. Yeah, tab. Click on the tab. And then you're gonna click on this button right next to 9. Do you see this button right next to 9 here? This is 9. There's a button right here. Everybody? And you click that, you will see there is one says d to the dx. So I believe this is the one right here. It says d to the dx here. And you're going to click that one. And you're going to press X. And you're going to go to vars. And you're going to press enter. And you're going to have X here. X here. And you're going to press enter.
When you put in x and you put in var.
For the upper value?
Did everybody come out with the both graph?
Put in var. I did not get that.
Let me see.
Oh, no,
If you have problem, let me troubleshoot this.
Oh, well, I don't, it sounds like I just didn't know how to get there. Wait.
Holy shit, this is the old calculator. Yeah, okay, second plus 712. Graph this function.
Is it supposed to say that on
The function right here.
Natural log. That one.
X squared.
Well, yours not colored?
No, it does have color. It's just yours is F2 and mine's F2. I messed up my
Oh, so if I were to do F3,
Izzy, you got it? Okay, then go to second graph. You're gonna click on, go down here, math 8. Now, if they show up n derivative, do they show n derivative? They don't show d to the dx, right? Can I see it? Bring it here. So you two are the same calculator. So this one's gonna say n derivative, right? So I think you're, and then you're gonna click on the bars. Click on the bars. Click bars. Y bars. Go to the right. Function. Enter.
It's one of the thingies.
and y1. Let's enter. And then, so is comma x,
Wait, how did you get ender?
comma x. It's math 8. So this means dx. This means take the respect to x. This is plug in x equal to x. So here it's gonna be x here, and here is x. There's two x. So it'd be comma x, comma x. And you click graph.
I've been trying mine since like last week.
It's very slow.
Years.
If I were to take this,
Yeah, that's
okay.
all right. TI Inspire, do you know how to graph it?
I see it. I see it moving. I see it moving.
It's very slowly. All right. So now I want to be able to find a value. Here's the thing. How do I find a value for here? I'm at second quit like here. I'm going to go outside the calculator screen. I can plug in any value. For example, I want to find out acceleration at 4. How do I do that? I'm going to go var, yvar, function, y1, and I'm going to say this is a velocity graph. I can plug in 5. And all I do is plug in 5. They will give me that. They will give me any evaluation. I'm going to click var. I'm going to go to acceleration. We know it's y2, right? And I can plug in 5. Guess what? They will give me 0.538. Now, there's a shorter way to do this, even better way. So I'm going to go to second table set here. I'm going to do 0, 1, auto. Why do I do auto? Auto, they will rearrange all the value for me. And I'm going to click second table here. They will give me all the things. See this 5? It give you 2.564 and 0.548. So I'm going to go to Windows second window. And I'm going to start with table 0, table 1, and then say auto. And I'm going to say second table here. I'm going to get all the values listed. This is all the velocity. This is all the acceleration. Giovanna, you don't have a calculator? Where's your calculator?
Is it one? What did I do?
I'm doing it a lot.
How do I go to the
Other page?
Yeah.
You can use your cursor.
You can't draw either, Mr.
Mr. You already throwing around calculator.
You just press control.
Target
I did that on a target, just didn't catch it.
It landed right here. Where my hand?
Oh,
It's okay. Think about it.
oh, it's up and down.
You had TI Inspire or TI-84? All right.
It's very nice.
So let's go outside. How do I go outside computer screen? Okay. So here, guys, I can evaluate a number. Guys, TI Inspire, you better pay attention. I can click on the bar. Oops, it's not there. Why it's not there?
You have to go back into the file.
Huh?
You have to go back into the graphing file and create.
How do I do that?
You do
Did
control
you
dot.
save the document?
I didn't save a document. I should save, right? Wait, how do I? Wait, how come I didn't save it?
It doesn't auto save.
It doesn't autosave?
Well, it tells you.
You need to
want
make
save it,
a-
and then you need to click yes or no.
Like before you.
Oh no, look. Natural log. That's why I hate using this shit. Such a,
Do this on test.
huh? No, but I'm teaching you how to use a calculator. So control natural log x squared minus 3x
Mr. Cooper's really good at that spot.
minus 3x
Give Mr. Cooper his numbers.
plus 3. Don't ask him. I have TI Inspire if you need it.
No, no,
Oh, okay.
no, I'm saying that like he knows how to use it.
Yeah, I don't like using this. It's shit. So I am gonna graph this, so I'm gonna press enter. And how do I save this file? Where's the save button?
Like control calculator.
Control what?
The second one on the below the escape.
Yeah.
The
Oh, control this? Yeah, I did save it.
Well, I need to remember.
And I'm gonna go tab to go to graph the derivative. So the derivative is right here, and x, and y1, and the x, and I'm gonna press enter. Now, you can click on the menu. You can click on window. Or you can click on table, split table. They will give you a split table right here. Go to menu, and then go down to the table. Menu, it should come out with table here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, split screen table. They'll give you a split screen. They'll give you all the value here. This is derivative. This is second derivative. I don't know how to go back.
Is today's homework gonna be on?
Huh?
Is today's homework gonna be on the graph?
I'm gonna give you kind of a review what's on the test.
Yeah. There might be multiple points, so I'll do the test, you know.
Hey, do you know how to use that calculator?
The same thing, I probably wouldn't be able to, but I'm trying to get a new one. I already had one 49, and that was a good one.
$49.
It's 84 plus.
You can probably get like $50 or $60 on the marketplace.
Really? They're like 110.
No, you don't have to buy. So this is what I do. I go to Facebook Marketplace. I bought one for Jaleesa for 70, and I just go to Facebook Marketplace, book out of Marketplace, and look for TI-84. Now, a lot of people are dropping the class right now. Actually, we should look at those people when they drop the class. Usually, people drop the class, they will sell it for cheap. But just keep on paying attention.
You're that one paradox. Dang it.
Ethan, did you do homework?
I actually did, Mr. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what. It's just kind of random name for some reason.
Random name.
Like,
Jack, did you do homework?
I also upgraded my binder. It's a 2-inch binder now. Because my other binder was full.
You can keep it as regular, like I have a half-inch binder, and you can just change your old pages.
But I want to have it all in one binder. That's just
Yeah, you can.
That's why you get an iPad, so you don't break your back.
This is like this is way lighter than it used to be. I had like a giant book for physics in it, and I just realized, oh, we don't use this book, so I just don't carry it anymore.
I don't use any one.
Oh, thank God.
What is in that box? You hate that class?
I don't think worse,
Maddie,
But do you hate this class more than that class?
no.
No, because they like math class.
oh, I like math way more than I like science. It's just weird because physics is literally just calculus. Hola.
Huh?
I'm doing great. How are you doing? You're doing slang.
Okay. I'm so glad
You did not finish the homework.
you're right. I didn't do one question.
How bad? Yeah, how bad of you? Did you hear that, Mr. Ye? Corbin did less homework than I did.
I did one less question.
I can say my infantry.
I mean, this is a really hard mistake. Okay. Let me see if I can- I just took a test round.
Have you heard with 2014 movie
17K? That sounds kind of sus.
That's why I was like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah. I triple checked my Leah Lewis, the fired character in She's here. Yeah, from Titan.
Okay, I need to have understanding of this
I don't
class.
think I'm gonna see her because I'm in 7th period.
Ethan, thank you. All right, how many people don't have calculator in this room?
Oh, I don't have it right.
You have a calculator? Why you don't have Spring? I'll always bring with you.
Yeah.
Okay. How many of you guys are TI inspired? Raise your hand if you're inspired.
I like the computer one. Yeah, that's a TI-84 CE. Plus
Like this. Okay, those I don't know how to use. But I'll try my best to teach it, but I'm gonna do a very shitty job at it. So by the end of the day, you probably end up teaching me. So this is a TI inspired. How many of you guys have TI 84? 84, okay. 84 is easier, way easier to use, but this one it just the thing is not structured very well, and I don't like to have split screen for the window, and it's a mess. But anyway, so here's the answer for the homework.
34. 173. Everything I said was true.
Let me find the answer for the homework.
Yeah, but then I put it on my laptop. I like this differentiator. Yeah.
Oh, do you have any more stickers? No, you don't need to apologize. It's not even like, even if you did, it doesn't mean you were going to get it. You didn't have to. So, don't do that.
What the hell is that?
He keeps apologizing for not giving me things, and I'm like, no, why are you apologizing? Stop it.
Yeah, that's not doing anything. You're not using the desk.
Okay, well, no, I used my binder. That's different.
But it's like if I shoved the lane into you. I still heard the phone and the lane.
Yeah, so you shoved the lane. You didn't shove me. The lane shoved me. Then I have to do the lane, not you.
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
No.
Economy?
Yeah,
It's not-
that's how it works. Goodbye.
It's not even
Thank
in
you for
this
listening to
economy,
TED
it's
Talk.
gonna be in this legal system.
In this economy, I love what I see.
You can't do anything.
The S&P 500 up like $20 today. Guess I'll sue someone.
Even no, I don't see it.
You just throw away perfectly good water bottle. That's all you did. He threw away his water bottle because he got a different one. Why didn't he just give it?
All right, here's the answer key for the first one. Number 1, t equal to 2, t equal to 4.
Yep.
Number 2, the best answer is between 1 to square root 3. Number 3, square root 2 over pi. Number 4, 36. Number 5, 12.5. Number 6, 12. Number 7, pi square. That's a very important one. Number 8, super important one. Number 8 will be on the test. Is B.
Yeah.
It's from 1 to 2. T is greater than 3. Simon, what the hell are you? You're worse than Austin. What?
Just no.
Number 9. It's gonna be negative 5 or 2. Number 10 is 4. Number 11 is negative 3. I mean, sorry, negative 3, yeah. Number 12 is negative 2 pi. Ethan, are you checking the answer?
Yes, I am.
Number 13 is 2 over 3 to 2. Number 14, there was a missing spaces right here. There's a 2.5 and 11. And that's the only reason how they get A 1.2, because there was extra tables. Extra table part here. And that's not under your worksheet.
Oh.
Let me know which question you guys have. 7, sure. 7, you don't know how to do chain rule. That's the only way you're gonna mess up. Hey, Josh, you don't know how to do a chain rule?
No, I thought pi was.
What?
I thought the derivative of pi was 0.
Oh yeah, but it's multiplying. So
Yeah, I really.
Yeah.
Get a new girlfriend. This girlfriend lower your IQ. And by the way,
no, you don't. Stop it. No, no. Here, make yourself.
right, Josh, do you hate me?
Oh, I still got it now.
See, Chase don't put a girlfriend, he's got smarter.
Wait, what was
Wait, Chase,
what's
Chase,
number-
what was your grade?
78.
What's your grade after?
Increase its IQ by about 3%.
So Corbin, what you need to do is get into a relationship and see
And then
how it
end it.
affects your grades.
No.
No, you just need
I
to,
get
like,
into a
5 or
relationship
2.
and then I
Negative
can
5 or
end it
2.
immediately.
Can you zoom in on that? Are
No.
you gonna post it?
No, you gotta figure out. You should do homework.
no, Chase is in a relationship.
And you need to know how to do it.
No,
You zoom in on it.
You're not in a relationship right now, right? See?
Oh,
He's not. No, he broke up with his girlfriend and it's great.
Why is there two there?
Oh, you gotta be like Jack. Jack got a good girlfriend. Hey, Jack's smart.
his grade. How's his girlfriend impacted his grades?
Oh no, how does that impact your grade, Jack? Positive correlation.
Yes, Callum has a sister. I didn't know Callum had
I'm going back to school.
You don't say you're dumping your girlfriend?
Wait, but then they're not cousins. Wait, is it? Oh, so Callum fell. I'll make sure to tell him.
All right, so let me know which question you guys want me to go over. I'll go over any question. Just let me know. Raise your hand if you need me to help you go over it. Yes, Maddie.
TV Callum. I think you feel like the only Callum here. So.
What?
The retard root panel.
No.
8? Okay, A is good. A is a one question I will for sure put on the test because it has directly relevance to this. So question 8. Question 8 says, hey, do I know when it's particle speeding increasing? So the key word speeding, speed. So like Lightning McQueen,
So
speed.
it has to be that the acceleration and velocity are both positive or both negative.
Exactly. So x of t, they use x of t for position, which is fine because they're traveling. So I don't like to use t, but unfortunately I have to do that here. I'm going to take a derivative that's going to give you velocity. So it'll be 3t squared minus 12t plus 9. And the x double prime of t is equal to 6t minus 12. Now, the first one I'm going to take out 3. That's going to be t squared minus 4t plus 3. And that's equal to 3t minus 3 and t minus 1. Okay, so that's all the things I need to know. Now, I am going to go in to plug in the number line for v of t. Y v of t, I'm going to have at 1 and 3 and t minus 3 and t minus 1. This is negative, negative, positive. This is negative, positive, negative, positive, positive, positive. So that's a velocity number line. On the same number line, I'm going to put on the bottom, directly on the bottom. And I'm going to do 2 here. This one's going to be negative, this one's positive. Now, do you see where the region that they have the same number line? It's like a long time ago, I asked a question with increasing concave up. Same thing. Because if I ask you increasing concave up, you compare both number lines. Does that make sense? Now, in this case, I compare both number lines. And the only thing that has same sign is going to go from 1 to 2 and 3 to infinite. Do you see that?
What's the second number line you're taking out?
Acceleration.
Well, why do you split it to 2?
Huh?
Because 2 is where it goes to 0.
2 is a critical point.
Oh.
This is a very good question. Now let's go back to question 2. What's the difference between this question and last question? The subject. The subject is speed here. Okay, speed is increasing. This one is a velocity is increasing. So velocity, all you gotta do is take first derivative to get a velocity. If you want to know increasing or decreasing of something, you take another derivative to a number line. And the only thing you have to pay attention to is positive and negative on acceleration. Basically, this question is asking acceleration is positive. That's it. So you just take a second derivative to a number line, boom, and it's going to be 1 to infinite. The best answer is going to be 1 to square root 3, not square root 3 greater than. So, next question.
Go over the last one.
Last one. Can you show up to school? Okay. Last one is because the table is missing a value. It's missing a value 2.5 and 11. And that's on my worksheet, but it's not on your worksheet. Okay, next question.
Over 12.
12? Sure. 12. Oh, I love 12. 12 is really difficult questions.
Oh, it's like the opposite one, right?
No,
Oh, no,
it's
wait,
not.
no.
It's
No,
just
it's
a
the
lot of.
opposite 2. That's what.
It's just a lot of trick. So they say S of t is equal to 4 cosine of pi over 2t. And they say, hey, can you find out when the acceleration first equal to 0? Elaine, did you do homework?
Yes. Sorry, I was being 14.
See? Oh, you had a paper. All right, 12. Now, v of t, which is take a derivative of that, which is negative 4 cosine of pi over 2t. Whoop, sine. Sorry. Sine. Oh, you cannot see that? Okay, negative 4 sine of pi over 2. But now you get times by pi over 2 because there was a chain rule. Look, there was a first bubble, there was a second bubble. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
So v of t, I'm going to put this in the front so that way I don't get confused with the arguments. So it'd be negative 2 pi sine of pi over 2 t. Now I'm going to take another derivative. B prime t is equal to a of t. It's going to be negative 2 pi times cosine of pi over 2 t times pi over 2. So 2 cancel out, negative pi. Wait, it's going to be pi squared, right? Cosine of pi over 2 t equal to 0. Now I can get rid of negative pi squared on both sides. Now, when does cosine equal to 0?
It equals it at pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2.
Okay, but they say first equal to 0, so pi over t, so that's equal to pi over 2. Because that's when there's cosine equal to 0. Does that make sense? Now I'm going to get rid of that. T is equal to 1, but that's not a question. They say what? They want to find a velocity.
And then you plug t1 into that.
Plug in t equal to 1 into the velocity equal to 0. 1 is going to be negative 4 sine of pi over 2t times pi over 2. Sine of pi over 2 is 1 times pi over 2. So it'll be negative 2 pi.
Right now.
Oh. Very good questions. Now, the question like this,
I know you were saying before that.
you have to be able to think what are you supposed to do, right? Next question. I think particle motions, it's better than physics particle motion. It's very direct forward. Next question. Sure. Where's my cursor? Release my cursor. Oh, there you go. 13. Okay. 13 is same thing. So this is S of t, right? So what you can do is you want to take a derivative to get velocity. So I take a derivative of this. I'm going to get 4t cubed minus 16 squared plus 16t. Now you had to factor out 4. Now, do you know how to use the box method to factor that? Did you get 3t minus 2 and t minus 2? Did you get that? And then you solve for it and do number line test. Why do number line tests on acceleration? Because they want a velocity, but they want to know decreasing. That means if I want an increasing, decreasing of the function, I have to take one more derivative and do a number line. And I'll figure out that part is negative. And that's answer. Now this is just a basic derivative. It's not something crazy, but you do need to know how to factor. Min, box method. Yeah, but you never do it right.
I don't. What do you mean? My brain's too much.
What are you talking about?
Box just a new method.
I don't like
It
matrix.
changed my life. This method sucks.
Bro, you're tripping.
The box method. It changed my life.
I literally,
Keep trying.
I don't understand.
Keep doing what you're
How did you box
Bro, it changed my life, bro. I went from like a F student to a C student.
Well, C student in calculus is like A student in other classes. All right, next question. Some people say it's number 9. Did anybody need help with number 9? I think somebody did ask number 9. But when you do a chain rule, right? This 1/2, put it in the front. So it'd be -1/2. Oh, first of all, you take a derivative of this. So take a derivative of this, 1/2 is gonna put it in front, simplify. And you're gonna take a derivative, put a 1/2 in the front, 2 in the front, and simplify, plug in. You're gonna get -5/2. Hopefully you get -5/2. You have to be very precise on your calculation. Why are you guys turning pencil like that? There's not a point of turning the pencil like this. Yeah, turn your pencil this way. Go like this. Huh?
I see Austin.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. When you do it, he does it.
Let me see you do it again.
No, that's the other way. You have to be able to flip through your dome. Like that.
No, Austin does it. How you do that?
Only between the two fingers.
You don't even need to flick it. It's like twirl it. You have to spit it, twirl it.
This is hard to do though. It's way different.
This is that. I have a friend who can do this. Just tap it and catch it.
Oh, like just flip it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I don't know how to do it though. Catch it, but they can catch it. Like they can keep on throwing, keep on catching.
It's like
But anyway, so no more homework question on here. Next one. Okay, so the next one is this one. The answer for 1, I got D. 2, I got A. D. Number 1's D. Because they are decreasing, that means velocity has to be negative because this is position graph. And this is A. This is a 5 right here. Number 3, what'd you guys get?
C.
A.
I got C.
How many times does the particle change direction? It's only once.
Oh, I thought that was.
Oh yeah.
I like how I'm. Okay.
It only occur at once.
Wait, why was?
Because that's a velocity function. It only went to change from positive to negative.
I read that as when does it do it?
When to what?
I read it as when does it change direction?
Oh.
Even then, your answer isn't correct.
Yes.
Oh,
It
wait, no.
changes direction at time equals 3.
Particle slowing down. Shh. Is between where?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. That's perfect. Acceleration not defined. How many times?
2.
2, because there's a sharp turn at 2 and 5. 6. Average of acceleration is going to be -2 because the slope here is -2. 7 is going to be 5. Yeah, first reach 5. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. Number 8, what'd you guys get?
I got C.
D's right.
Because at that point, it's only moving left.
Okay, so think about it. If I am Aiden, I'm going to run, right? Now, if this velocity is below x-axis, that means velocity is negative. That means Aiden's going to turn around at C. So, but all this time he's running left, and he started running right in this moment. Now, this area right here, this small curve, this chunk of area right here, is the placement of he running left. So he's running left from any position, he's running left all the way to this. And you start turning around, running right. So this is going to be your furthest left. Does that make sense? Okay. Reach maximum speed is at B. And according to the show, T is speeding up is what? Speeding up is A to B and C to D. Got it? And Yeah. All right. The problem is that part is not. My mouse is not working.
That's good.
Somebody needs to suggest Apple to do better design. Did I talk about this?
Why do you put the charger?
Why did they put a
Yeah,
charger
why
on the
did they do
bottom?
So yeah, you might also consider just not using Apple. Yeah,
No, this is like Apple's most design is good, but this is a shitty
I
design.
don't know why they.
Whoever designed this
Who?
shit?
Who thought in their right mind?
And okay, fine. If you design that way, but you're charging. This one has a battery, right? You should be able to move your mouse like
believe
even like on the
like,
part
let
that's
it
not
be
able to
used
use.
as a corded mouse. But
Yes.
no, it has to be wireless.
But
They
cord.
probably did that because they wanted it to look nice. That's probably why they did that. Because they were like, oh, we
But they
don't
could
want
have put it right here. You won't affecting
but
the.
then it wouldn't be smooth on the side. That's probably what their thought process was. So, you know, let's make it literally the most inconvenient place ever.
Even Apple didn't supply puzzles.
That too. They did it so you could buy their new Apple Mouse Pro Plus.
Just buy razors.
Cost $500. All right, so I can move my mouse for a little
They look
bit.
like
So I can...
Does the MacBooks or do the Macs, do they work with other types of mouses? Thanks.
Well, they do because Seth uses a regular mouse.
You know, Windows. I think the Apple was the first one to come out with the mouse. I
Yes,
think, though.
that is true. But then
Yeah.
for some reason they decided to do that. They had it
Because Windows doesn't have mouse either. Huh? They come with the computer. So.
If you bought it, obviously you got ripped off.
Yeah, you
Like,
could
if
just
you
use a
buy-
different mouse if you want.
Huh?
Razer mouse.
You could just buy like either a wireless or a wired mouse
You should
and
get the
just put
battery
it into
power.
the USB.
No, I like it where you could charge, but I just it's such a stupid design that where you can charge, but you cannot charge while you're using it. See, right now I can't even use it like while I'm charging, so that's retarded. So I don't know.
Nothing.
Mr. Upwood chat.
Yeah. What is he just staring at you?
I don't know.
How do you scroll?
Scroll. It's like this.
Ow.
A squirrel? Yeah, scrolling. All right. So, the answer for this one, you know the answer for this one. I think that 12 is B, and 13 is change direction is at D.
See.
And this one just, I mean, if you have time to go back to figure out this one. Today's homework, you gotta figure out rest of them. Okay, rest of them is your homework. Now, what I want to do is talk about graphing calculator. So if you guys need a graphing calculator, I have one extra one here. There's more over there if you need it. I think it should be in the charge somewhere. Inside the drawer part.
Oh, definitely.
Is it there?
I want to know hang it in the black thing.
Like,
Would it run or would it not have like the capability to do that? Because that would mean that it have to have like a physics engine running in it.
Is it working or not working?
You're right, yeah.
It's all just
Yeah, it's all kinematic.
the yearbook, so.
Don't mind me, Mr. Yay. I'm looking if I can get Pokemon Good Ball like DA before.
No, you didn't.
Like, I know you can get like Pokemon, but I want to know how you type on this. Wait, you didn't know you could type? There's an output. You idiot. You fool.
What?
There's literally the output.
So if you
Hold on, I'm
click,
clicking random things. I
if
don't
you
know.
click
What am I
second,
doing here?
and then look at the paper.
Two.
Okay, I need you to give me back the calculator back after you're done, okay? Yo, Josh, you gotta bring your calculator back, put it back. Because I'm not paying for those sucker. Alright. Shh. Now we're gonna look at this particular one here.
I see. Oh, it's so stupid.
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay, so you want me to airdrop to you? I can airdrop to you. I'm gonna airdrop to you. Simon, what the hell are you doing?
You have an apple? You have an apple?
No, a food apple and
A phone. Would you be able to accept the airdrop and then send it to me in Portland?
Oh, I was turning it on. Wait.
So airdrop is actually better invention of Apple.
Yeah, I agree. We have nearby share, but we don't have airdrop.
But nearby doesn't work to drop file.
I think it does. I've never used it.
Does nearby work with other, or is it just Samsung thing?
I think it's all Androids. Granted, I'm not too sure because I don't use it.
I am ready.
Well, that's part of the things that you gotta learn how to use calculator. So I'm gonna teach you how to use calculator. So we got a first question. The first question says find the acceleration at t equal to 4. But the problem is you don't know how to take a derivative of natural log. And if you don't know how to take a derivative of natural log, guess what? You don't need to because we got calculator. So we're gonna show you how to use calculator. So I am gonna kind of turn a little bit off here. And I'm gonna show you here. Okay, I have two different calculator here. Those of you guys at TI-84 CE, if you have some glitch on your calculator, all you gotta do is do second plus 7, 1, 2. It will delete everything on your calculator. Well, Ethan, you don't want to delete everything on your calculator because you have Pokemon Go in there or
Not
something.
yet. Not yet. I need to get it.
Okay. Okay, so if you ever have questions, you can reset your calculator. They will clear out to factory setting. Okay, now I'm going to graph this function. So I am going to go to y equal to. And I'm going to click on the natural log. I don't use t, I use x. Just type in x squared minus 3x plus 3. Like that. And I'm gonna click on the graphing, and then boom, I'm done. Now for TI,
Just do natural log,
Yeah, that's.
and then this variable thing.
okay, I'm gonna do a split screen.
This one. If you press it, yeah,
Okay.
and then you just do like x squared.
That's what it looks like.
And
X squared.
x plus it's like natural log of x plus 3 or whatever you did. Mr. Ye, what was the thing you did again? X squared plus 3 or x plus 3?
X squared minus 3x is on your worksheet.
Oh, minus X 3x.
Ew, that is not the same thing that I got.
Yeah, and then you go to graph.
Ah, that's cool.
What did you just do, Eli? What did you just? Wait, what did she do? What did she do? What did she do? X squared plus invalid dimension.
Minus 3.
Invalid dimension. Okay, well, if you do it correctly, then like
Is this right? Is this what this will look like?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna real quick reset your calculator. I don't know what you.
How to reset TI Inspire? How do I open a new file? It's so hard to use this. I want to just
Why is
restart
yours so
everything.
glossy? Why is yours glossy minus max?
hold on. Go to. Are you just trying to
Wait,
reset
hold
the
on. What
calculator?
programs does she
Yeah,
have?
it's
She
okay.
has no
That's-
programs, okay. I didn't want to like accidentally delete her stuff. It's okay. You can delete your things. I don't care.
All right.
Oh, this way, go back to Lama.
How do you get that now?
All right. So I'm gonna click. I'm gonna go into graphing, so I'm gonna go into graph, and obviously it has something here. I don't know how to reset this. How to reset this?
Did you go to settings? Delicious.
Where's the setting?
Yeah, press the menu.
Menu?
Setting. Let me see. Hold on. Scroll down.
I don't know how to reset this, but anyway, I don't know how to.
Scroll down. Scroll down. No, scroll. No, on this. Okay, go to the graph. Go to settings.
What?
You gotta go to the graph. Okay, go back. Go back. Are you thinking right there? Click that. Now go to settings.
Okay, just cross them out.
Okay, go click on graph. Hit the menu.
Menu.
Okay, now click settings.
Setting.
Yeah. Now scroll with your mouse. Okay. Slowly.
I don't think it's in there, bro.
It's not in there.
Okay, no. Wait, Mr. Gay. We're trying. Wait, click the home button. Wait. Click the home button. The top. No, the top right one. Top right button. Go to press 5.
5.
Restore factory default. So 8.
I don't know.
Where do you drop?
Oh. Okay, whatever.
And that just like completely resets.
Okay, so let's try the menu. Wait, how do I?
You gotta go to the graph.
It's still there.
Wait, one line should just hit back. I want to do for the airdrops.
This is stupid shit, man.
So like literally. You can do that.
But that's not deleting
So
it.
like you can get Ruby on this. You can get Omega Ruby on there. Delete the.
Yeah, Mr. Yeah, click menu.
The actual
Click menu.
You know what? I'm just gonna heart.
Mr. I got it right here.
I gotta look at like
Huh?
what are the TI things.
And action,
Action
and then delete all.
and delete all.
Yeah.
You can also press 4.
All right, whatever. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to wait. How do I get rid of this? I am gonna go graph. How do I get rid of table? Manual.
Wait.
Table. Remove table. There we go. All right. So I am gonna graph. I'm gonna click tab, and when I click tab, I'm gonna do natural log. So it'll be control natural log of x squared minus 3x and then plus 3. Okay, so plus 3. Okay, and then I'm gonna press enter when I graph it, and that's gonna be your graph. Hopefully you have that graph. Now I'm gonna go into this part. I'm gonna graph the derivative. Okay, so I'm gonna say go to y2. So anybody have TI-84, I'm gonna go to y2. I'm gonna click on the math, which is all the math button. They have equivalent math button in the TI Inspire, but you're gonna click on math here, and you're gonna click on the 8. It's math 8, and it will show up as d to the dx. So you're gonna click x here, and now here, do you get this far so far? And then you're gonna click var. Y var function y1. So I'm gonna say that again. I'm gonna click on the var. Y var function y1, and then that will give you graph that, and just x equal to x, and you click graph, and it should come up with this graph, come up like this. It doesn't work, but I'm gonna show you how to do it on this one. Okay. Go to here. I'm gonna click on the tab. If I go to click tab, they will go up or go down. They will tell you the second functions, right? No.
Oh, what? I was gonna pull it up on my phone.
I thought you were streaming on the pre-calculus.
I don't know how to stream. Huh?
You were streaming on the calculus. I mean the pre-calculus.
Oh no. Because the problem is somebody knows how to fix this. I don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to do computer screen.